Okay, I'm going for Casablanca. I'm going for the Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. And I'm going to go for Starsky and Hutch, remade by Ben Stiller and Owen Wilson. And they've resonated with me because Casablanca is just a brilliant film, and from a kind of a dialogue point of view, it's amazing. And it's so many little things in it that carry on other films. It's very influential, and as a story, it's fantastic. It's really understated and full of.
I've seen that film. I want to see it now.
You should definitely watch it. It's amazing. And someone told me as well that that the set that they used for Casablanca, they used for other films as well. So they used to build a set and then just build other films on top of it. So like anything works on there, which makes the set kind of irrelevant and the special effects irrelevant. It's just about the dialogue and the speech, which is amazing. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind is a great film in terms of just amazing concept and storyline and very touching. Starsky and Hutch is hilarious, and it's guilty pleasure that me and my wife have, that we put it on occasionally and laugh until we cry. And although it's probably rubbish, I think it's hilarious. Even very little moments of just sheer joy, like
I like that comment, sheer joy.
Yeah. That's it. It's just hilarious. It's a brilliant, genius film. And that's it.
I'd say first of all, well, not in any particular order, but Training Day with Denzel Washington, Avatar, and I'm tempted to say 300 because it kind of like gets you back up and gets your adrenaline pumping, but I think there's not as much meaning behind it as, and it's a cheesy one, all the Harry Potter films. I'd say Training Day resonates with me because I kind of like the plot of it, and you never know what's happening until the end. And even now I know, I still watch it and I'm like, oh, that's Sly. And I like the way that it actually touches on the crooked policeman rather than how society would tell you that a policeman is, and it's always the bad guy is the bad guy and the cop is the good guy. Yeah. I like how it's kind of the other way around in a way, and this cop is the bad guy, and it's like trying to set up like a copper who actually cares about things. And I like how at the end, or like near the end, when he goes to see like the four wise men of the police force, it's kind of like he realises how crooked it really is, and it's like, that's how it is, man. Everyone's paying for everything. All these politicians and all of these police officers, they're all paying each other to get their own dirty work done. And I think it's really good that the film actually portrays that rather than gives you the typical stereotypical scenario. Avatar definitely resonates with me because of like the way that the people on that planet kind of connect with the earth, and like they're all connected and they see everything in a spiritual way, and like everything just works as one together in a cycle, which is how this planet was. And I like how it also shows you, and they talk about, oh, the sky people being humans have come to this planet, and they're like, they destroyed their mother, we won't let them do it to ours. And it's real, man, because I see that from the perspective of like Native Americans. That's what I see that planet as, Native America. They all live off the land and everything's in a cycle, and then we come along, destroy, rape the land of everything that there is, all the resources gone, build upwards instead of this. Do you know what I'm saying? And I think it's very important and hard hitting because it brings you to the realization that if we don't act now, something bad like this is going to just carry on and the world is screwed, basically. What did I say? Harry Potter. It's kind of like my guilty pleasure. I will sit there and watch them all back to back, and each one's like 4 hours. But yeah, I think it's important and it resonates with me because I think the scenario is true. I know like there's witches and wizards and they've kind of hyped it up in that kind of way, but the scenario is true. There's an evil force that is like trying to take over everything, and then there's good people who are trying to fight against that, and it's kind of the battle of good and evil for like who rules over the land, basically. and I think that it's an interesting story, and I like how good prevails in the end of it. Maybe this will happen in real.